So, what is the sexy acronym? Oh, it's FIIT. How appropriate. Or FIIT, because it's got 2 I's. The F stands for form. We want to train safely with good technique. That means we're moving our body in a full range of motion for the majority of our sets. I'm fully aware that towards the end of a few of my sets in the gym, my form might not be as amazing as the start and I might be rushing things. Okay, we want to work in a full range of motion for both joint health, because we want to make sure our joints move fully, and also functionality in everyday life. We don't want to be limited in movement. We want to train efficiency. We don't want sloppy little quick reps. We want to train efficiently and get the most from our body when we are training from the exercise. We want to get the most from it. So remember, quality over quantity. And remember, if you have any questions about form, send me videos of you doing the exercise. I know you might be a bit like, a bit self-conscious. Nowadays, I see a lot of people filming their form, usually for social media, but do send videos in or ask questions if in doubt. Next, first I, intention. We are being present when we're training. We're not half-hearting it. We're not, spending the whole time on our phone, taking selfies, which is why I encourage everyone to set the timers for rest. You can do that within Trainer Eyes, or you can set a timer outside of Trainer Eyes. But if I am going to go on my phone, it stops me being on my phone too long. We really, when we are training, want to engage our mind and our muscle. We want the two to connect, because actually a lot of the strength gains in early days are from your body being able to recruit your muscle fibers to perform the exercise. So we really want to be present and think about the exercise, think about our form, going back to that F. And basically we want to get in, get it done, and get on with our day. So make sure when you are training, you're training with purpose and intention. Second I, intensity. So MPS is muscle protein synthesis, building muscle, essentially. We need to train hard enough. We need to stimulate the muscle enough to build the booty, the perky pecs, the biceps, whatever it is that you are really focused on. We need to make sure we are training our muscles at the right intensity. And how are we going to do that? Well, in your program, I have written RIR, which means reps in reserve. So by the time you have finished your set number of repetitions of that exercise in a set, I want you to be aware of how many reps you have in reserve. And this is going to be a bit of trial and error at the start. It's quite new to some people. It's a bit like finding the biting point on the clutch. You've got to find that point where you're training hard enough to stimulate the muscle growth, but we're not going fully to failure, because at that point we are at risk a bit more of injury, and we don't need to be training that intensely to get results. So we want to think, I could have done another couple of sets. And do you know what? You're going to do a set at the start and be like, do you know what? I could have done 4 more. I need to go heavier. You could have been like, I could only do 1 more at most. Maybe I need to bring it down a bit. I am unable to know exactly what strength level you're at and what weights, which is why we focus on this, because we can build in progression by focusing on how many reps we have in reserve. So that's what that's all about. We want to be training at a level where we've got 2 reps left, maybe 1 as we progress along, but right now we want to focus on 2 reps in reserve when we finish our set. Finally, the Kylie pillar, as I like to think about it, tension. We want to have the muscles under tension for long enough to create that mechanical tension to create muscle protein synthesis. So hard to say. So we want controlled reps. We're not rushing through it. We're not speeding up. More tension equals more stimulus for your muscles, which equals more results. We want to build strength, stability, and control in our reps. So we are taking our time, and I want you to have in your mind, what would Kylie do? Slow. Yeah. Think time under tension. We want to take our time with the reps. We want to slow it down so that our muscles are working for longer. You want your sets to be about 2 to 4 seconds minimum. Okay? Finally, let's just remember, whatever your goal, we need a solid foundation to build upon these. So this is what Phase 1 is about: building routine, building consistency, and when you're training, it's about being present, purposeful, and progressive. So